I'm not even a Dodgers fan, and I'm annoyed right now. I'm not even a Dodgers fan. I am rooting for the Dodgers. I've said that multiple times in previous videos. Like, I made that very clear. I am rooting for the Dodgers, but again, though I'm not a fan of the Dodgers, I'm still annoyed right now because another thing is like I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of my Los Angeles friends. And man, if the Dodgers were my team, or as a matter of fact, I'll say this, if this was my team, if this was my Tigers, I would be so, I'd be so, I don't even know what word to use right now. I don't think annoying and frustrated would be the best way to put it. I would just be losing my mind right now. That's what I'll say. If this was my Tigers, I'd be losing my mind right now, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right. The Dodgers are down 3-2 now in this World Series. The Dodgers are one loss away from losing the 2025 World Series to the Toronto Blue Jays. And Toronto obviously going back home for them to Toronto. They have all the momentum right now. They have all the momentum right now. You know, Toronto has had their backs against the wall throughout this entire postseason, and we have seen how they have responded every single time. The Dodgers, really for the first time, it feels like in this postseason, really have their backs against the wall now. So we will see how they respond on Friday night. Until then, let's talk about this Dodgers Game 5 defeat. Before we do that, though, please give me a quick second to take care of some business, and then after that, we will talk about this Game 5 loss for the Dodgers. First of all, I want to sponsor this video, Michigan-based roast number coffee. A lot of you already know the routine by now, but just in case you don't, hot coffee, cold brews, chocolates, maybe some Tony D hard alcohol from Roast Number. I'm sure if they did sell some hard alcohol that you can mix into your coffee, chug it, and then get so hammered that you even forget about what happened in this game, I'm sure you would very much enjoy that, Los Angeles. I'm sure you would very much enjoy that. But yeah, no hard alcohol, but the other stuff they do actually have. Visit our website, roastnumber.com. Link is in the description below. And if you find something that you want to try and make an order, you can always save some money on that order by using my code TonyD. Shout out to Roast Number, thank you once again that response to this video. And also, if you can, please do me a favor, leave a like on this one. And if you wish, hit that subscribe button. It would help me out, and it would put a smile on my face. I would very much appreciate if you did that. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'd appreciate that very, very much. Alright, that takes care of the quick business that I need to take care of. I told you it would be quick. Let's now unfortunately talk about this Game 5 loss for your Dodgers. You know, before we talk about this from a Dodgers point of view, some of you might not like it, but I mean, I first of all do want to give a massive amount of credit to Toronto because, again, some of you might not like it, but it's the truth, man. Like, especially from a neutral standpoint, man, what the Blue Jays have done the past 2 nights in Los Angeles are so impressive, dude. It is so impressive. I mean, coming off that heartbreaking Game 3 loss for them, no George Springer, facing Ohtani in Game 4, Blake Snell in Game 5. All the momentum in the series was with LA after that Game 3 win, and Toronto responded by getting a win in Game 4 and a win in Game 5 on the road to now take the series back to Toronto up 3-2. What Toronto did these past 2 nights with their backs against the wall, with no George Springer, all the momentum with Los Angeles, what they did these past 2 nights, super impressive. Super impressive. You have to give all the credit in the world to Toronto. But switching now to the Dodgers' point of view. Again, dude, if this is my Tigers, I'd be losing my mind right now. If you're losing your mind right now as a Dodgers fan, it's completely understandable. Leave it down there in the comments below, man. The comments are a safe space. I read my comments. I read all my comments and try to respond to as many as possible. That's a safe space down there. So your frustrations, because I'm sure you have some, leave it down there, man. It's a safe space down there to vent and get it all out. Trust me, if this was my Tigers, that's what I would be doing. I would need to vent in the comment section of different videos, or in this case right now, I would need to get all my frustration to just. I need to get it all out and vent right now in front of this microphone, in front of this camera. So I completely get it, man. If you're just pulling your hair out after these past 2 nights, and specifically with this Game 5 loss right here. You thought Game 4 was bad? This was somehow worse, dude. I feel like this was somehow worse, man. Like, honestly. It was all bad. All the way around. Offense, defense, starting pitching, bullpen. I think they all play a role in this Game 5 loss for the Dodgers. First of all, offensively, this offense has gone cold. Cold at the wrong time. 4 runs in, what did they say on the broadcast? Like, your last 29 innings? 4 runs in your last 29 innings? Man, this talented Los Angeles offense, like, it's baseball. That's just what happens, man. It's such a crazy game. We love this game, but it can be so stupid sometimes, This highly talented, great Los Angeles Dodgers offense with so many, future Hall of Fame names and so many great players, like they have just gone cold at the wrong time. We know they are better than what we're seeing right now throughout this World Series. They just went cold at the wrong time, dude. They're just going cold at the exact wrong time, and it is kicking them in the ass right now, man. 4 runs in your last 29 innings. That is brutal. You have to give a massive tip of the cap to Trey Savage. He was freaking awesome tonight, dude. He was freaking awesome. 7 innings, 1 run, no walks, 12 strikeouts. Again, he was unbelievable. You have to tip your cap to him. But from a Dodgers point of view, man, we know this offense is better than what we're seeing right now in this World Series. We know it. It's just baseball, man. You have your highs and your lows. You just have to hope, if you're a Dodgers fan, it may be cliche to say, it's kind of a Captain Obvious statement, but I don't know what else you can say. I don't know what else I can say right now other than you just have to hope, cross your fingers and hope, knock on wood, do what you got to do. You just got to hope that they figure it out, man, as soon as possible. I don't know what to say other than that. They are so ice cold right now, but you just have to hope they can get it figured out and get it figured out fast. With the names in this offense, with the talent this offense obviously has, if there's any offense that can go from ice cold to producing a massive amount of runs in such a quick amount of time, it is the Dodgers, It is this Dodgers offense. So, if you're a Los Angeles fan, hopefully they can't get it figured out quickly and as soon as possible. But, yeah, man, Trey Savage was freaking awesome tonight. And for this offense to just go completely ice cold, I don't know what to say other than that. I don't know what other to say than that. Another brutal night, unfortunately, for this Dodgers offense. It wasn't just the offense. It was the defense as well. Teoscar's mistake there in what inning was it? The 4th inning? That hurt, man. That really, really hurt the Dodgers because in the half inning before that, Kike hit a homer. You finally show some life offensively. That cuts the Toronto lead to 2-1. Dodger Stadium is buzzing again. You have some momentum. You show some life. It's just a 1-run ball game now. There's still plenty of ball game left to go in this one. And then Teoscar makes the unfortunate mistake going for the dive there. The ball gets past him. The runner gets to 3rd, and then he scores on a sac fly. Toronto gets the run right back. And once again, the momentum that was with Toronto that went to Los Angeles after the Kike homer went right back to Toronto right after that. Man, that was a major mistake. And Teoscar knows it. The Dodgers know it, but, man, that's just a massive, massive, massive mistake by Teoscar Hernandez. Let's talk about the pitching now. First of all, Blake Snell. I don't necessarily put all of the blame on Blake Snell because, it was kind of a roller coaster of a start for him. It started terribly. The back-to-back homers to start this game, I was watching this one, obviously. And when that happened, I was just like the rest of you, oh no. Oh no. Like, that was as terrible of a start to this game the Dodgers could have had, as Blake Snell could have had. But then after that, I thought he locked in really nicely. I thought he was dealing after that. You know, other than the one run that, again, Teoscar Hernandez, the defense behind Blake Snell, didn't help him there. You know, other than that, I thought he was dealing in this one. And then it just all fell apart there in the 7th inning. He left some guys on base. He was pulled. The Dodgers bullpen came in. And then, of course, like, you knew what was going to happen there. We all knew what was going to happen there. And that's exactly what ended up happening. 2 more runs came across for Toronto that were charged to Blake's final line. So this is all to say, again, I don't want to put too much blame on Blake Snell, because after the terrible starts, like, I thought he settled in and was dealing throughout this one, and then it just fell apart there in the 7th inning. A very roller coaster of a start for Blake Snell. I don't want to put all the blame on him, but at the end of the day, the numbers are the numbers. 5 earned runs in this start for Blake Snell tonight. Do the math. That is now 10 earned runs. 10 earned runs in 2 starts since World Series for Blake Snell. That's, this is another Captain Obvious statement from me. Like, I'm sure some of you watching are going to be like, yeah, okay, thanks, Tony. Water's wet. Red and blue makes purple. Like, we know this, but it's the truth, man. Like, 10 runs in 2 starts this World Series from Blake Snell. He's got to be better. You need your ace of aces in Blake Snell to be better than that. You need him to be better than that, man. It's just that simple. It's a Captain Obvious statement, but I don't know what other to say than that. He's just got to be better, man. And then last to the bullpen. I mean, there's nothing I really even need to say here. Again, the 2 runs that were charged to Blake's final line, and then 1 more run that the bullpen gave up just to put the exclamation point on this this loss for the Dodgers. That's no surprise there. That's no surprise there, man, with this bullpen. Yeah, offensively, defensively, starting pitching, bullpen, like all the way around, all that contributed to this loss for the Dodgers. A brutal loss at Dodger Stadium that even has this neutral fan that is rooting for the Dodgers, but even has this neutral fan, like... It's annoying me. I can only imagine how you're feeling right now as a Dodgers fan. Like I said, man, I'll say it again. If this was my team, if this was my Tigers, I'd be pulling my hair out right now, man. That's brutal. I guess the series is still not over. Your back's against the wall right now. Going to Toronto down 3-2. The Blue Jays have all the momentum now as they are going back to what is going to be a hostile, rocking environment in Toronto. But the series is not over. Yamamoto on the mound for Game 6. You know, this is what I would honestly say if this was my team. If this was my Tigers, or if I was a Dodgers fan, you know what I would be saying right now? Figure it out. I don't care how. I don't care how. Offensively, defensively, starting pitching-wise, bullpen, figure it the F out. I don't care how. Just figure it out with Yamamoto on the mound in Game 6. Get the job done. Force Game 7. That's what I would be saying right now if this was my team. Figure it out. I don't know what else I can say to close out this video other than that. If this was my team, I would just be saying figure it out. So there you go. Brutal Game 5, brutal Game 4 2. Like, those 2 games combined, absolutely terrible. But yeah, the series is still far from over. You got Yamamoto on the mound for Game 6. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That's all I got for you in this one, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to say other than that. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap the video up here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate you as always. As I mentioned earlier in the video, leave a like on this one. And if you would consider to hit that subscribe button, I would very much appreciate that as well. Dodger fans, we will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. We'll see you soon.